Okay? According to the topic is attaining greater loving kindness, compassion. So this is the topic. So why loving kindness and compassion? Why there's two very important topic here, loving kindness and compassion. Why there's two? Why not enough for one? Loving kindness, compassion. And whole Buddhist teaching is, I think, one part is to make every sentient being happy, and then another part is to minimize the suffering or the sources of the suffering. That the whole Buddhist teaching, whole Buddhist teaching is, one thing is to make other sentient being as happy as possible. And then another part is to minimize or to reduce or to remove the suffering and sources of suffering. I think because of these two factors, and then the topic has two really important topics here, loving kindness and compassion. Okay? And loving kindness is more related with the happiness, and compassion is more related with the reducing or the removing the suffering and sources of suffering. Because of these two are very important. Okay, you may debate me that if we remove suffering, automatically we will become happy. Or if we succeed to make others happy, automatically we will remove the suffering. But that is okay. But then there are so many different types of suffering, sources of suffering, and it needs a lot of skills and techniques. And happiness also, there are some happiness which are contaminated happiness, and some happiness which are really trustworthy or reliable happiness. For that, we need a separate sort of technique and teaching. Because of this, and these two topics, loving kindness and compassion came into existence. Okay? Now these words, loving kindness and compassion, I think you know the term, isn't it? Do I need to define what is loving kindness and what is compassion? Do I need to define, or you already know the definition, exactly what does it mean? Yeah. So if you need, so I will try to define, okay? Now these definitions has to be very accurate. If the definition or the meaning of the words are shaky, and then when you do meditation, the result what we will get at the end is not that good. So the definition has to be very clear, and it has to be really very accurate. There should not be any addition, there should not be any subtraction. It has to be very precise and very clear and very accurate. And then if we are very precise, accurate, and if we have deep understanding, and then if we meditate on it, then we will get the result, what we really wanted to achieve. So because of this, the definitions are very important. Very important. So now I'm defining the term loving kindness. Okay. Loving kindness, I'm defining. In Tibetan term, we say chamba. Okay, chamba. Loving kindness. And in the early translations, they is translated as a love. Or some, now they started making more sort of clear, say, unconditional love. Okay, unconditional love. Love, I think there are several types of love. Some are very conditioned, okay, which has a very small sort of boundary. And then now the love which we are talking, loving kindness, what we are talking has no boundary. So because of this, now people say that this is an unconditional love. Love towards everybody. Love towards everybody. Okay? Conditional love means if I love my mother, it's conditioned, you see. There's a boundary. I love my mother. And then if I extend this love towards others, it is not equivalent, you see. So it has its own boundary. If I love my wife, again it has also boundary. So this is conditioned. So unconditional love means the love which I have with my mother. If I have equal love to everybody, okay, even those who hate me, if I have the same love, then this love is called unconditional love or loving kindness, what we are talking on in this topic. So now, definition of loving kindness or unconditional love is strong, strong and pure, strong, honest wish to make every sentient being become very happy. A strong, pure and honest, wish to make every sentient being very happy. That is the definition of loving kindness or unconditional love. And the compassion, again, you can just because loving kindness is related with the happiness, and compassion is more related with the reducing or removing the suffering and sources of suffering. So now the definition of compassion is pure or strong wish, strong wish to remove the suffering or sources of suffering of all sentient beings. Is called compassion. Compassion means a strong wish, very strong wish, and then sincere, honest, and practical wish to remove the suffering and source of suffering of all sentient beings. And this is called compassion, or in some they translate it with great compassion, taking the responsibility of every sentient, all sentient beings. So there's a true aspect in us that we want to be happy and we don't want to suffer. Based on this, the Buddha gave teaching. And based on this, we need to develop these minds, these minds, which is called loving kindness and compassion. Now here, there's a term which is called develop. How we can develop loving kindness and compassion. So what do you mean by develop? How we can develop loving kindness, compassion, or how we can attain loving kindness, compassion. So is it possible or not? Yes, it looks very good, you see. Very strong wish and practical, honest, strong wish to make everybody happy. That is very good wish. But is it really possible or not? And then what is the meaning of developing? Develop. What do you mean by develop? Or attain? So there are other terms like transforming our mind into loving kindness, or transforming our mind into compassion, transforming our mind, or developing our mind into compassion or loving kindness, attaining loving kindness and compassion. So do you get the meaning? What do you mean by transform, or what do you mean by develop? So is there any doubt that maybe this is possible, maybe not? What exactly does it mean by transforming? How can we transform?